I could see how this could be very appealing to someone looking for a slight edge, but you're not trying to trash your health, you're not trying to trash your body, etc., etc. But it gives you something other than adding an Anavar on top or adding in Primable, and it gives you a SARM category. What's up everyone, it's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Please follow my Instagram at Russo Lifts, just in case something happens to this YouTube channel. You can follow, message, and you can watch my daily story content on Instagram. I'll see you there. What is up everyone, it's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Today's ASMR sip is sponsored by 1907, New Zealand's finest water. 1907.com, Google 1907 water, coupon code Russo. Here's your sip. With a little bit of drip. And the ASMR spritz. Intelligent Elephant Carbon. So I can smell like Daddy Delts. More plates, more dates. Less dates, more food on my plates. Today we're going to be going into the healthiest SARMs hybrid cycle. So I've done hybrid cycles on this channel. I've Andrew throw one up. I've documented multiple in video format and vlog format, so you can see the type of looks I've achieved with SARMs hybrid cycles, meaning a base of anywhere between 100 to, in my opinion, you could go to half a gram, 500 milligrams of test with a SARM on top. I'm going to be going into the biohacking approach, the health span approach towards adding a low toxicity androgen, an androgen that's not going to convert to estrogen or DHT, and an androgen that around the efficacious dosage, you know, is more selective towards skeletal muscle and bone and is not binding with the prostate, obviously dosage dependent, or enlarging the prostate. And specifically, in my opinion, the best go-to is S4. So S4, I believe, is a generation 1 or a generation 2 SARM. Don't know off the top of my dome, but I believe it's generation 2. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. But S4, in all the medical data, we've seen virtually zero interaction with the prostate, right? Every single male on this earth will face prostate issues. It's just a matter of when you will face prostate issues. And with S4, we've seen in certain trials where they've taken their TRT dosages lower, added in the S4. The S4 is not going to bind with the prostate. Overall, less prostate interaction. Your total PSA score goes down. Prostate, I'll have Andrew throw up the PSA score, meaning prostate antigen, I think it is. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but your PSA, you definitely want to keep that number in check every time you get your blood work, and as you age, your PSA will get worse and worse. We've seen S4 therapy, right, that when we add in S4, it's not binding with the prostate, but it's still replacing your overall androgen level. Thus, your prostate shrinks while your androgen level stays the same, or you could theoretically even raise the androgen level with S4. That's where SARMs shine in a medical sense of not causing the same amount of cascading side effects as just upping the dose of testosterone. Now, obviously with S4, we have the eyesight vision issues. Again, around the efficacious dosage of anywhere between 5. To me personally, it obviously depends on the brand, but around 50 milligrams a day, I don't really have my eyesight fucked up. Now, when I push from 75 and I've gone all the way up to 200 a day, horrible eyesight issues, but that's more bodybuilding dosages, and that's going to have some prostate spillover because all the data is around more of the efficacious dosages of getting the health span protocol. That being said, if you're on TRT, HRT, and you can check out and sign up for my personal TRT, HRT clinic, check out Elevate Alternative below, and I'll have Andrew throw up the video review of everything that's offered at Elevate. But if you were to get TRT, HRT, pharmaceutical grade, you are just doing a health span type thing, meaning you want to create a nice look. You don't want to bodybuild, create a super physiological physique. You want to create more of a HRT, TRT, and add a little bit something on top to harden up your look, bring out vascularity on the said testosterone cycle without impacting your biomarkers, without throwing things out of whack, like for example, adding in something very harsh like tren. Obviously, you're not going to get the tren results, but you are going to refine, create a harder, leaner look with S4 without impacting biomarkers. You're not going to see your prostate go out of control. You're not going to see your liver enzymes go out of control. You're still going to see around the same cholesterol skew as anyone on HRT, TRT. Obviously, anyone who does HRT, TRT, one of the accepting consequences you face is you're going to battle a cholesterol skew. Normally, when you add more androgens on top, it gets worse. With S4, you most likely won't see that much of an impact, making it the most appealing as far as adding in something on top of your TRT to give you a harder, leaner, grainier, drier look that makes you stronger in the gym, and overall does not bind with the prostate and can even shrink the prostate. If you were to bring your TRT dosage down and modulate the S4 up, you could probably get overall less binding interaction, but since you still have that testosterone being exogenously added in, you still have an estrogen conversion forever, and this is sustainable for extremely long periods of time, in my opinion. Obviously just my opinion, but I could see how this could be very appealing to someone looking for a slight edge, but you're not trying to trash your health, you're not trying to trash your body, etc., etc., but it gives you something other than adding in Anavar on top or adding in Primable, and it gives you a SARM category. Other SARMs, obviously S4 being the one that I can medically say from all the people who have messaged me over the years, the thousands of people, and from my bodybuilding coach Alec Matrivsky, who did S4 only, and I'll do a video with him once he's feeling better, but he did a cycle of S4 only where he did S4 and birth control for a year straight. S4, GH, and birth control for a year straight. Had an insane look. I'll have Andrew throw up a pic of him shredded. That was on S4, GH, birth control, zero testosterone. Zero testosterone. He actually quit steroids to do that cycle. His blood work was immaculate. Even at the high dosages of S4, his blood work was immaculate. Biomarkers were not fucked up. No prostate stimulation. Obviously, his eyesight was fucked as far as the S4 binding to the androgen receptors in the eyes. That goes away, cessation of S4. But as far as going on internally, the snapshots he pulled of his blood work showed a sustainable health span type cycle that's not impacting biomarkers, but still let him be super vascular in the gym. So it's much more appealing, and it's not causing hair loss. I forgot to even go into that. It's not going to cause hair loss. So with something like Masteron, you're going to face higher amounts of dihydrotestosterone, which is going to cause more hair loss. It's androgenic. S4 is anabolic, not going to cause hair loss, not going to cause hypermasculinization effects, and it doesn't convert to DHT, meaning the mitigating factor is your overall HRT, TRT dosage, which you could scale lower and scale the S4 higher, meaning the TRT dosage is controlling the amount of dihydrotestosterone in your body, whereas S4 is mitigating all those side effects. Once again, this is where the appealment comes from SARMs, not these extreme bodybuilding cycles, rather these health span cycles, while utilizing a little bit of testosterone in a pharmaceutical HRT-RT perspective, such as through Elevate. There's my plug if you want to support this type of uncensored content. Overall, there are other SARMs that could also yield benefit in this style, that being MK2866, AC262, as well as ACP105. I would not recommend in this sense of a health span type hybrid cycle. RAD140 is too harsh, ruins lipids, super toxic. LGD ruins lipids, super toxic, binds with the prostate a little bit, and overall is a harsher androgen. S23 is too harsh. Right, there are SARMs that rival gear steroids, but they come with the same amount of side effects. S4, ACP105, AC262 on top of HRT or TRT is really where you're seeing these SARMs shine around the efficacious dosages you see in the medical data. Maybe a little bit higher, you can get away with a little bit higher, but overall, I would stay away, at least for a health span long-term perspective. Obviously, for bodybuilding, RID is great for hardening up the body, for strength, for neurological protectiveness. You know, there are aspects and things, but I'm talking about impacting prostate, impacting biomarkers. S4 seems to be the one that I would point people towards, or AC262, ACP105, MK2866. These are all great options as far as comparing it to your normal Anavar or Primabulin, which I would also, you know, those are the steroids I would throw in that category, or Turinabol. But like I said, these are non-methylated compounds. They don't convert to estrogen or DHT. You're not dealing with any hair loss side effects, and you're dealing with things that were developed to be selective towards skeletal muscle and bone around the efficacious dosages. Obviously, that gets thrown out the window as you scale higher in the dosages. But if you were looking for a slight edge, harden up your look, lean out for the summer, and you're looking for an oral to put on top of your TRT to create the beach bod, these are options paired with a good diet and obviously very hard, vigorous training. You can for sure get a nice hardened look without all the biomarker damage to fix after when you pull blood work. I will see you guys in my next video.